Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope, and Nay Rob on YouTube. Now, let's talk Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 9. Okay, guys, this is something different. I'm going to be doing these Real Housewives of Atlanta videos in my PJs with my scarf on. I'm still trying to give y'all a little piece of sexy. But I'm going to run through the video because I had to be to work like really, really early, and but I still want to get these done. Okay, let's. And I'm doing them not scene by scene, but person per person. Okay, so let's start off with Portia. All right, Portia girl. Let's say somebody corrected me and told me that Portia was actually a Cancer. As much as I love me some Cancers, but those are some sister hot pamper. I don't want to say pamper. I want to say the other P word. Them are some hot. They are free. They are. Like most water signs are sexually free. If they see something, if they want it, they don't have no problem with touching it. Like the Scorpio, they really don't think about like, oh, what happened if he doesn't call in the morning, or you know or uh, will he respect me in the morning, my reputation, their reputation. Like, they're not thinking about that. The only thing they're thinking about is their satisfaction at that time, which brings me to something else. When they touched on the fact that Portia, they alluded to Portia messing with Candy's baby father, the dude named Block. And Candy was like, well, I don't have a problem with it. It was after me. And I'm like, Portia, what is going on with you? Just like she, was bringing another dude into the picture this season, some lobbyist guy from DC. His name is Todd, and she's talking about having a baby with him. And now he's introduced to the season as her new dude. And, now this guy's like, okay, let's see what we can do to build on a relationship. Portia's like, well, maybe you got to spend more time up here. And I'm like, at this point right now, if Portia brings anybody on the set of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't think it's for a relationship. I more so think that the person is on the show for fame, maybe for just to be seen. Because I'm not, Portia's gone through like so many, like she's kind of like the Khloe Kardashian, who is a Cancer, of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, she just goes through so many men, and Cancers really, they don't have time. They don't really tripping. Like, they're the type that when they're in a relationship, they're in it. They're locked in. They will ride or die for their relationship they're in. Most times when Cancers get in relationships, they are in those relationships for keeps, for hide no heck. They are in it. But when they not in a relationship, honey, it's whatever. So, the next thing I want to say about Portia. Portia, let me gather you right quick. So, it's a running joke that Black folks put bills in their children's name because, when Sheree, Portia, and Phaedra was sitting at the table, and they brought up the fact that Sheree's home is in her mom's name. And uh, Portia was like, and what's wrong with that? Black folk been putting um, um, bills in their kids' name for years. What's wrong with that? You had bad credit before you was 18. Babe, that's not funny, babe. That's not funny. That's nothing for you to be joking about on national TV for white folks to look at us negatively like that. And that doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure your mama ain't put her bills in your name. My mama ain't put my bills in her name. I'm pretty sure that is something that you only heard of and that you know absolutely nothing about firsthand, but you want to crack a joke at something like that. Portia, get out my face. Get out my face. The next person I want to talk about is Sheree. Sheree didn't offer too much to show this episode. She and her and Bob, that she went to go visit Bob at his house, and he asked her, "Can he move into the house?" I knew that was coming. How many of us knew that was coming? Candy. Okay. Her baby father, Block, showed up to her baby father's girlfriend, Chris Kelly. When she said Chris Kelly, I was like, Chris Kelly? What the hell is Chris Cross doing at the door? But then, the lady came in, and she sat down and she was like, I really want him to establish a relationship with Riley. And she was like, where she come from? She came out the blue. Y'all, this is Bravo BS. This is Bravo BS. How that lady know to be at that place at that time when they was going to be having that moment at the candy factory? What was crazy was when the girl left, when Chris Kelly left, the baby daddy's girlfriend left, everybody had something to say. Like Don Juan had something to say. Her best friend had something to say. Um, who else was there? Kwame or whoever. Everybody had something to say. My thing is, the only person that you should be listening to, Candy, is your husband. Everybody else, when they were speaking to Candy about her situation in regards to Riley and her dad, it just came from a place of hate. I don't know why she surrounds herself with people that, don't radiate good vibes. Like, I believe her whole crew just radiate hate and like jealousy and envy and money grubbing and everything. Like, you know, Todd is her husband. He has married her, and that's who you need to confide in. And to me, he was the only one that had the best advice to me. And by the way, Riley looks totally different, right? She done dropped all that baby weight, and now she looks just like Candy. And she's tall. I mean, she's tall. Like, I don't even know who she is anymore. Like, she's still the same dry, not dry like, because she's a little girl, not dry like, like kids are. Kids can be like, when you talk to them, they make you feel like you're getting on their nerves sometimes. Like, no, yeah. Then let's talk about, here comes the part where RL, Lena, Block, and Chris Kelly. And see, Chris Kelly, the baby mother, she rubbed me the wrong way because she was like, they're shutting him out, talking about Candy and her clique is shutting him out of, sorry guys, shutting him out of her daughter's life, which is not the truth. And what I like about Lena was that Lena was calling the baby father Block out. She was like, so did you stand a little girl up before? And he was like, one time. That one time can do so much damage. Lena was like, are you going to take responsibility for anything that you did? And in that moment, they flashed to Candy and Sheree, and Sheree was like, I believe people can change. Guys, I don't know if I have that capability of believing that people can change. Seems like Riley's dad wants to be a part of her life. That's what it seems like, but I don't trust it. I don't. So the next person I want to talk about is Cynthia. Okay. Now, Cynthia and her mom and her sister came past the house, and they were all sitting out on the deck. And the sister basically was like, "Okay, I've been talking to Peter," and Peter was, Peter had told the sister, "I miss my wife." Very, very. That's normal. And the mother was like, when I broke up with when I got my second divorce, we were struggling. And Cynthia was like, I know. She was like, but then you started modeling, honey, and I got me a BMW. So the last person I want to talk about is Kenya. Okay. This is why I don't have a problem with Kenya getting back with Matt. Come to find out that Matt is a Leo, the alpha male. Kenya is an Aquarius, the alpha female. And I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't. Leos need to be with someone a little bit more submissive. Air signs work well with them, but they need to be with somebody more submissive. But they have a dramatic relationship, which can keep Leo interested. As long as you offer a bit of drama to a Leo, they will stay interesting. Just like with an Aquarius, they pretty much, I'm not going to say offer drama, but pretty much the Leo is going to constantly see the Aquarius as a challenge because the Aquarian is so strong. And that's all I had to say about that. So it could work, but it's going to be very dramatic. I mean, it's going to be some dramaticals. And Kenya, girl, you can't wear your back out no more, girl. Because you see, you got some back fat over there. You done picked up some weight. I knew them boobs was looking humongous, girl. You don't wear your back out no more, girl. Lose a couple of pounds. You still sexy as a mug, but girl, I don't know, girl. Don't do it no more, girl. Don't do it. Because I said, yeah, they're still together. They're working on their relationship. Well, as that moment on the show. And she pretty much is riding with it, and I'm glad that she is doing it because he didn't put his hands on her. If he put his hands on her, then I'd be like, I don't know, girl, maybe you need to step away from that psychopath. I don't know, but he didn't. He hit something else. Now if he decided to be breaking up people's houses and stuff, girl, then you need to do something to him behind it. That's all I got to say. You need to do something to him. Yeah. I ain't saying beat him in the head, but do something like hide his keys from him or something like that, because I ain't got time to be fighting. But anyway, she went to the family reunion, and they were giving her a tough time at first, but who knows? It could be Bravo BS. Bravo could have been like, hey, give her a tough time. But Kenya knows, or Kenya feels like, there's some things we need to work with Matt, and Matt owned up to it, because she was like, Kenya was like, there's some maturity issues. And the sister was like, well, you talking about you. What about Matt? And he owned up to it. The problem is sometimes me. I am the problem sometimes. And I like that about him. But like I said, when it's normally too good to be true, it is just that too good to be true. Anyway, guys, the same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. YouTubers, let's be good to each other. Peace.